ADNOC raises investments in decarbonisation to $23 billion and Sabic to build a $6.4 billion petrochemical project in China. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Raj. ADNOC's board has increased its budget allocation for decarbonisation projects and low-carbon solutions to $23 billion. The ADNOC board also endorsed driving $48.5 billion back into the UAE economy over the next 5 years. This will build on the $11.2 billion generated through its in-country value program last year. Saudi petrochemical producer Sabic will establish a $6.4 billion petrochemical complex in Fujian province in China. Sabic Industrial Investment Company will have a 51% stake in the project, while Fujian Fahua Gulay Petrochemical Company will hold the remaining 49% stake. OQ, the state-backed energy investment company of Oman, has invested $2.08 billion across 3 projects. They include the Musandam gas processing plant, the management of offshore fields in Concession Area 8, and the Musandam power plant. OQ says the investment is pivotal to the transformation of the region's energy infrastructure. Japan's Nikkei rallied to a fresh 34-year high today as the S&P 500's record high close on Friday boosted investor sentiment. The rally was broad, with 207 of the index's 225 companies advancing versus 17 decliners and 1 that closed flat. Real estate and tech were the top performers. Global hedge funds piled into U.S. tech stocks at the fastest pace in 2 months in the week ending January 18th, according to Goldman Sachs. The Nasdaq closed at a record high last week on renewed optimism for AI and tech giants. Hedge funds unloaded healthcare, utilities, and energy stocks. Tesla is expected to post a slight rise in profit margin on Wednesday owing to the falling cost of battery materials, but analysts say profits will be sharply lower from a year ago. They say pressure is rising after price cuts in Asia and Europe and rising costs from Cybertruck production. And that brings us to today's Forbes Real-Time Billionaires ranking, where our biggest winner is Gautam Adani. He's up $3.3 billion, now with net wealth of $77.8 billion. Our second biggest winner is Prajogo Pangestu, up $1.5 billion, with net wealth of $39.3 billion. And our third place winner is Aliko Dangote, up $855 million, with net wealth of $17.8 billion. And Macys department store chain has rejected a $5.8 billion takeover bid by Ark House Management and Brigade Capital. Some analysts say the bid highlights how undervalued Macys is relative to its real estate. Its portfolio of land and buildings is estimated to be worth up to $11.6 billion. I'm Raj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.